have classes. That way I know that, okay, Livan today has class, so is expected to be taking leave today from the Bhakti Sangha classes. Okay. But happy to see you in
Hare
the Friday
Krishna.
class. Welcome. Yeah. Mataji live. Done.
Yeah, Mat. Okay, so we are here. Where am I? Zoom. Hi, Krishna, everyone. Hi, Krishna, Livan, Ryan, Sadhu. Sadhu, a happy face, not a crying face. Show me a smile.
Mataji, he actually wants it's something, I guess.
Okay, no worries. I guess he might be just out from his sleep, or he might be sleeping.
He's saying, and I want to say he's saying Mataji.
Okay, yeah. Unmute Mataji for him. Unmute. Let him speak. Sadhu, what do you want to say? You want to say something,
Matladu.
Sadhu?
Okay,
Hi,
I
bol,
think he
Sadhu.
wants to say Hare Krishna since long time.
Let him say Mataji. Hi, Krishna, Sadhu. Hari
Okay,
bol.
Okay, Chappu, Matladu. Hare Krishna.
Hi, Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, whenever you're ready, Sadhu, then we'll say Hare Krishna. Okay? Okay, we'll count 3 and then are you going to be ready? 1, 2. When I say 3, then you can say Hare Krishna. 1, 2, 3.
Hare Krishna.
Everybody, Hare Krishna. Can everybody say Hare Krishna to Sadhu?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari
Okay.
bol, Sadhu.
Hari bol.
It's a good boy.
Look at
Last week
you.
I was so proud of you, Sadhu.
Yeah, he recited it, right? Very nice, Sadhu.
Yeah, very good boy.
Good boy. Okay, so Hare Krishna, Ryan, Balavrinda. Are your exams coming up or what is it? Any holidays or anything?
Mataji, I don't think my school is getting any grants for no reason. I don't think I think my grants are coming up soon because it won't just happen right now. I think it's like coming before Valentine's Day.
What is coming?
Like my grants are not my it's the Christmas the Valentine's grants are not coming up yet in my
Okay.
school.
Hi,
But
Bul.
Bhakti Sangha has some holidays. Na? We have Nityananda Trayadasi, the holiday we are giving. On that holiday will come. On 21st, I don't know, it's variant day. I don't know. You have to check Mataji. 21st or 22nd. 20 is Varaha Dwadasi is there.
Okay.
21st, I think. Someday we have to give. That week we have holiday because of Nityananda Trayadasi.
Okay. Which day is it coming?
Mataji, it's 20 or 21. I have to check on the Houston calendar.
Okay.
This calendar, the one is common for all US, it's always confusing.
Okay. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with our prayers, everyone together. You can unmute yourself and then we can say the prayers, okay? Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurudmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashattadeshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे हरे
Hare,
हरे
Ram
हरे राम
Rama
राम राम
Rama,
हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 गोपाल कृष्ण समिति नामे प्रभुपाद से प्रकाश Hare Krishna everyone.
Maji,
Hare
could
Krishna,
I read the
Mataji.
quote for today?
Okay, Livan will read it and then Ryan can read it, okay?
Okay.
Livan, can you read the quote for today?
Yes, Mataji. Everyone should preach and distribute books if they want to please me in the best way. Letter to Sri Govinda, Bombay, 6 December 1974.
Very good. See, so everybody should preach and distribute books. Anybody over here? Balwinda, you want to say something?
Yes, everyone should preach and distribute books if they want to please me in the best way. Anyway, letter to Sri Govinda, Bombay, 6 December 1974. I want to say something. So, this thing, the letter is Prabhupada's message. Is like the message is talking about we should preach and we should also distribute we should also distribute books in a best way, like with so people like can get books and they can be in Krishna consciousness. And we should always preach, because if we preach and distribute books we get mercy from Krishna, and it's a good thing that we should devotees do, and they get mercy from Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Balwinda. Ryan, you want to read it?
Okay. Everyone should preach and distribute books if they want to please me in the best way. Letter to Sri Govinda Bhuya, 6 December 1974. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Okay. So, how many over here have you been for book distribution?
Mataji,
Any?
I did like when I was like 5 year old, and in like this day and like on December.
Mm-hmm.
Mataji, can I share something? So Mataji, I went to my eye doctor appointment in December, and they said my eyes are good. So but in the future I might get a surgery. So after that, I went to the store. I mean, like a little store, Indian store, so we can get Indian groceries. We went there and we got some calendars from Prabhuji. So we wanted to give it to everybody. So we gave it to everybody in the parking lot. And once my mom told me to go in front of the door, there's one person saying that, did you get a permission from the store to sell the calendar? Well, we didn't sell it. We were just handing it out. We didn't sell it.
Yes, right. So some of them get confused it in that way.
Yeah, and one person was asking is how much money does this cost?
They don't know that it's free, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, in the meantime, Balwinda, can you recite the verse?
Yes, Mataji. Parvara bhava madbhakta madhyaji namaskuru mame vaishasi yuktavayam adhara madparaya.
Very good. Then, who else is there? One second, okay, till I just do this. Yes, Subhadra Girdhai.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hi, Krishna.
Padmana Bhava Madbhakta Madhyajivan Namaskuru Mama Vaishashi Yuktaiva Madmanam Madparayana.
Okay, Subhadra.
Mataji, she's coming.
Okay. Ryan, do you want to recite the verse?
Okay, Mataji. Manda manda bhava parva bahato.
Okay, okay, I'll do it for you. Wait, we can do it together. One second.
Mataji,
Just
can
let me
I help
just.
Ryan? Can I help Ryan, Mataji?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Manubara. Manubara. Baba Madhbakto. Manubakto.
One word.
Baba Madhbakto. Manmana. Manmana.
Bhava.
Manmana. Baba Madhbakto. Baba Madbo. Baba Mad. Mother Bad. Bhakto. Bhakto. Madhya. Madhya. Jivam. Jiman. Namaskuru. Namaskuru. Madevashasi. 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 Yuktavyam. Shutyasva. Yuktavyam. Yuktavyam. Atmanam. Atmanam. Patparayana.
Okay, thank you so much, Bharat. Okay, so we'll do it all together. Okay, let me see if anybody else is there who has raised hands. Subhadra Giridhari, you've raised hands.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Subhadra. You want to recite the word, Subhadra?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
Manmana bhava madbhakta madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktaivyam atmana matparayanaha. Thank you,
Hari
Mataji.
bol. Hari bol. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do it all together and then we can again have, I think, Tushita is left to recite and Sadhu is there and again can do it. Livan, do you want to try to do it after me? Hari bol, Livan. Okay. Manmana. Where is everyone?
Manmana.
Bhava.
Bhava.
Madbhakto.
Madbhakto.
Ryan, are you reciting?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. I want you to recite, okay? And I want you to pay attention to the class when the class is going on.
Okay.
Manmana.
Manmana. Manmana.
Bhava.
Bhava.
Madbhakto.
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 Madhyaji.
Madhyaji.
Mad Madhyaji.
Madhyaji. Madhyaji.
Mam.
Mam.
Namaskuru.
Namaskaru.
Namaskuru.
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 Mam.
Mam.
Evaishyasi.
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 Yuktavyam.
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 Atmanam.
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 Mad
Mat.
Parayana. Parayana. Mad Parayana. Mad Parayana. Manmana Bhava Madbhakto.
Manmana bhava madbhakto.
Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Manmana Bhava Madbhakto.
Manmana bhava madbhakto.
Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Mam Evaishyasi.
मामेवैष्यासि
माम एवैष्यासि
मामेवैष्यासि
युक्ताव्यम्
युक्तव्यम्
माम एवैष्यासि युक्ताव्यम्
मामेवैष्यासि युक्तव्यम्
मत्परायणः
आत्मानमत्परायणः
मत्परायणः
मद्भक्तमत्परायणः
Okay, we'll do it one more time. Say I'll. Okay, what we'll do is we will have. Livan, do you want to try it now?
Yes, Mataji. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam eva syasi yuktavyam
Yukthavyam.
atmana madparayanaha. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Tushita?
Mataji, I need help.
Okay, no worries. Manmana bhava madbhakto
Manmana bhava madbhakto
madhyaji
madhyaji
mam namaskuru
mam namaskuru
mam evaishyasi
mame vaishyasi
yuktavyam
yuktavyam
atmanam
atmanam
madparayanah.
madparayanaha.
Very good. Sadhu?
Mataji.
Sadhu, you want to repeat after me?
Manmana madba.
Okay, whenever he's ready, Mataji.
Sure, Mataji.
When you feel he's ready, you can raise hand. Okay. So now it is time to play the game. Who is ready to play?
Me, Mataji.
Me,
Okay.
Mataji.
Okay, I want Tushita to do one thing. Tushita, look at the verse, the English, the verse written in English. In that, I want you to find which are the words which start with M. How many words are there which start with M? Can you say it? How many words are there which start with M?
Manmana madbhakto
Man, mana, mad, 3. After that,
mam
very good. There are 2 mad, right? So another mad and mam. In the third line, is there another M word?
mam
Again, mam is there. And in the last line, is there another M word?
Mataji.
Did you find it, Tushita?
no Mataji.
Mataji.
In the last, yes, Subhadra.
So Mataji, I think that there are 7 M words in the whole verse.
Yeah. So in the last, Tushita, in the last line, Atmanam Mat Parayanaha. Do you see it? I'm just going to underline it. I'm just going to highlight. Wait, sorry. Okay, what we can do is we can have. See the last line. Do you see this word?
Yes, Mataji.
Right. So, and this was the 6th word. And never mind if they have been repeated, because sometimes they come in different context. Okay. So I'm going to highlight all the words which start with M. Okay. Okay, got everyone?
Yes, Mataji.
So now, okay, so now we can play our game. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll be telling you the English meanings or the Sanskrit, and you have to tell me either the meaning or the Sanskrit word. Okay, your soul. I've told you the meaning.
Atmana.
Atmana.
Atmana. Okay, everybody should find the word. Okay, maybe you are saying it a little bit later. That's okay, but everybody should say it out. Yukta, yuktva,
Being absorbed.
being absorbed. Everybody found it?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, very. Yuktva, being absorbed. Completely.
Eva.
Eva.
Eva. On to me.
Mom.
Mom. Devotee.
Bhakta.
Bhakta.
Offer obeisances.
Namaskuru.
Namaskuru. Namaskuru. On to me.
Mom.
Mom.
Yaji.
Worshipper.
Worshipper. Okay. Become.
Baba.
Baba.
Very good. Always thinking of me.
Matmanaha.
Yeah.
Manaha. It should be man manaha, right? It is written mat over there. It should be man mana.
So Manmanaha.
Man mana.
Oh.
Mat parayanaha.
Devoted to me.
Devoted to me.
Devoted to me. Okay. You will come.
Asia.
Asia. Asia. You will come. Okay. Mat. Mom.
Unto me.
There are two mom, right, over here? Okay. So we have the translation over here. Tushita, can you read the translation, please?
Mataji, I need help.
The translation over here, the translation, English one. Engage your mind.
Engage your mind always in thinking of me because my devotee.
Become my devotee.
Become my devotee. Offer
Obeisances
to me and worship me.
Being completely absorbed.
Being completely absorbed in me.
Surely.
Surely you will come to me.
Very good. So this is the assurance given by the Lord that engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Okay. So the Lord has given us all the process. Sometimes suppose, you have to go to a new place for a vacation. And then what do? And you're driving. Then you go to Google. And then what do? You will Google how to find the way out, right? You will either voice command it or you might type the address and then you'll see for the directions. And then when you're driving, then you might have the voice speaker who will tell you where to turn and how to go, isn't it? And then as those instructions come from the GPS, in that manner or in that way, you start your travel or you start your journey. Over here, now, what is our, one sec. What is our main aim? What is our last destination?
To go back
To God. Hi, Krishna, Krishna, Nana.
Go back to Goloka Vrindavan and to play with Krishna.
Yeah, so that is the end. Yeah, so the end destination is clear to us, right? It's not, that has to be clear for everyone. Do you want to go to the other lokas, hop over there and then go to Krishna Loka, or do you want to make a direct journey? See, when you're going in an elevator, okay, and suppose that building, it has 12 floors, and you want to go on the 12th floor. Now there's one way where you can go is okay, there are two ways. You have to go to the 12th floor. What are the two ways that which you can reach there?
You can take the steps or take
You
the
can
elevator.
use the stairs, Mataji.
Okay. So you can take the stairs, or as Livan said, you can take the stairs or you can take the elevator, right? There are two ways. Now, tell me, is it advisable? So now that you have made a right choice, that if you have to go quickly and make a right choice, you're going to take the elevator. But then when I take an elevator, if I need to go on the 12th floor, okay? Do I directly go to the 12th floor, or do I go to the I press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? And then when I go, every floor I stop. First floor I stop, second floor I stop, third floor I stop, and then go. Which is going to be the easiest?
Just say
Just go
12.
to the 12th floor.
Just press 12.
We're pressing Mataji because each time when you press Mataji, then you will have an advantage to go to the elevator and go to your destination.
Yeah,
No, no,
and
no, no. What I mean is,
sometimes it
Girita.
gets stuck if you do that.
No, what I mean is, okay, let me make it more clear. I
Sometimes
have to
it
go
gets
to the
stuck
12th.
if you do that. So that's
No,
bad.
no, 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 no. Okay. Okay, let me explain it in this way. I need to go to the 12th floor. Okay. My destination is, I know where I need to go. But then when I get into the elevator, I, instead of pressing the 12 directly, I'll go on the 12th floor, but at every level, I am going to take a halt. Is that advisable? Is that okay?
Oh.
Do I really need to do
Oh,
that?
Mataji, I think you mean that
No,
the
no.
other 11 is different lokas and the 12 is Goloka Vrindavan.
Let's go slowly towards it, Balvinda. So is that advisable? I know where I need to go, but still I go
Oh,
to the
no, that's
first.
not.
I dial the first. Then when the lift comes to the first floor, it stops. It opens the door. Again, it closes. Again, I press second, and again it goes to the second floor. It opens the door. It closes. Again, press the third floor. Again, it goes. Again, it opens. What do you think? Will I reach in time? Will I reach early, or will it take a lot of time?
Take a lot of time.
Everyone agrees to it?
Yes, Mataji.
It's going to take a lot of time, right? Like
Yes.
I know where I need to go, but still I am doing experiments. Still I am doing all sorts of other things on my way, on my journey, right? Like I'm going to this I'm going to this floor, that floor, and then slowly I'm trying to reach to the my own destination. So there are three ways. Either I take the elevator and directly go up, either I take the stairs and go slowly, or I am making I'm taking steps to go there. I'm going taking halts to go there. So that is what is explained over here. That if you know where your destination is, engage your mind. Now there are 3 to 4 steps which the Lord has given us. Engage your mind in thinking of me. Unless you think where you need to go, you cannot start your journey. Become my devotee, fully surrendered. Offer obeisances to me and worship me. So sometimes you say, oh, I need to do bhakti, but how will I do it? How to do it? How to do it? So suppose you go on a preaching mission, okay? Preaching mission in sense like suppose you are with a group of devotees where you might be distributing books, or you might be distributing prasadam, or you might be you now that Nityanand Triyodashi is coming, you might be inviting people. So you might meet some people. So see these verses which I'm telling you with instances, or these verses where we are telling you a scenario. This is going to be an activity one day, a full activity one day. Okay, so remember that. According to the verse, I want you to also think about it, that suppose I am going on a preaching, I'm going with some devotees, and I meet another person in the group who needs more explanation on the Bhagavad Gita. And see, like when you're preaching or when you're talking to someone, and any instant you remember the verse and you're able to recite it, it gives a lot of weightage to your talks, right? The person in front of you also thinks, oh, this person knows a little bit of Bhagavad Gita, or the person knows the verses. So you should be able to quote a verse at the right time, at the right place. Suppose you are gone to a place where there's going to be prashadam. So what do you think? Which verse will you recite over there? Or maybe offering the boga. Which verse?
Mataji,
Yes,
Patram
yes,
Pushpa
give that,
Phalam
right?
Bhadra
So
Pushpa
then,
Paramdara Yobe
yeah.
Doyam.
Okay, so one day what we are going to do is one day is going to be a total playtime. Okay, I'll put scenarios, I'll put conditions over there, and then you have to tell me which verse will go with that scenario or which verse will go with that situation. Is that okay?
Yes,
Can we do
Mataji.
that? Okay,
Yes,
one day we'll
Mataji.
do that completely.
But that's going to be really hard to remember.
No, that's the reason. You have to remember the situation and the words over here. Okay. Now, when I say, okay, tell me a verse wherein Krishna is asking you to remember, or Krishna is asking you to surrender, then you should always like man mana, right? Thinking of me. So there's one word to the verse which you should remember in that way. So engage your mind, always thinking of me. And remember what we have said about always thinking. So now, do we want that everybody should leave the schools and sit? Ryan, can you sit down so that I can see you? Ryan, sit down. Are we paying attention, Ryan?
I was talking to my mom.
Okay. So, all engage your mind, always thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me. Now, this is one more important word, okay? So, what we'll go is we'll go slowly ahead. Okay. So what is the Lord saying? Offer obeisances unto me. Okay. So when you go to the temple, first thing what do? We go towards Srila Prabhupada and
Go
then
to
we
Srila
offer.
Prabhupada and offer obeisances and then come to Krishna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are obeisance at some temples where like it is three altars for like in Detroit if you go at the Devasadan temple. Then there are three altars and the three altars first has Lord Krishna. Nana, do you want to tell what is there in the Devasadan temple? Lord Nityananda and Gauranga Prabhu in one altar. Then there's Radha
Yeah,
Krishna, Kunja Bihari in the middle.
and then
And
and then on the right side there's Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra.
yeah, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. And then again, if you go a little bit more ahead, then you have who is there?
Srinathji.
Srinathji, right? So then, and then what do you do? Then you are going to offer obeisances to each one. Okay. And then you go ahead and then take a circumambulation and then come back. So the Lord is saying offer obeisances. If I'm not wrong, this picture should be, I'm not sure about it. This might be about Radha Kunjit Bihari. Okay. So this is the procedure that we do, right? So when we go to the temple, we offer our obeisances. So what do you think when you offer your obeisances, does it help you in any way?
Yes,
What does,
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
how does it help you?
Mataji, so basically if we offer our obeisances to the Lord, we're just accepting gratitude to the Lord that we are coming to his altar, to his like basically Mataji, a temple of the Lord is actually his home. So we have to respect his home first and then we can offer his
Right,
obeisances.
right. So then, yeah. So that is the right way of the mood, right? So once you go to a place where you need to be your ego, because no matter if you're a small child, no matter if you're a big an adult, or whether you are just a normal layman or you are a businessman, anybody who goes to the temple, for them, what it is going to be, you have to come to a same level. Nobody is going to be a rich person, nobody is going to be a poor person in the temple. So everybody is at the same platform or is at the same level. That is very, 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 very important. Okay. And then there are these 9 processes also which are mentioned, right? So that our bhakti, or so that you can always remember Krishna. What does the Lord say? Always remember Krishna. So remember last time
Always
what we
remember
said?
Krishna, never forget Krishna. That's the song.
Yeah. So we when are we going to always remember Krishna in our day-to-day life?
Always remember
Okay.
Krishna and always remember Krishna, but like all throughout the day, even when you're sleeping.
Yeah. So whenever you are hearing, as I told you last time, right? Okay, tell me, hearing is Shravanam. What do you feel? How are you going to um, apply this process in your day-to-day life? Be realistic, okay? Because you have your school, you should have your playtime, you should have family time, then sometimes you're meeting friends. Be realistic and think about, okay, we all will give you all, maybe at the end of the class, I want you all to share about this thing, that how are you going to use all these 9 processes in the best possible way, being into a student life. Okay, being a student, I just you want you to think about it, and if you feel like jotting it down, if you feel like penning it down, you can write it on a paper and then let me know. Okay, we'll come back to this. Just remind me about this. Okay, so engage
Mataji,
your mind. Yes.
there's like someone sent a chat in the chat box.
Okay, can we? Yeah, okay, okay, thank you, Livan. Okay, we will talk instead of being on the chat box. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so now there is one more situation over here. Okay. Now I am thinking about Tushita always. I'm giving you a scenario. I'm going over a situation. I am thinking of Tushita always. But what I feel, oh, I am not cute as Tushita. I do not have hair like Tushita. Look at Tushita, how she's smiling. I cannot smile like Tushita. If I'm thinking about Tushita like this, what do you think? Is it good or is it bad?
Well, it's
Mata,
good if you're being her friend, but it's bad if you have to think of Krishna instead of Tushita.
Mataji,
Whenever there's a class, you should not be thinking
yeah,
of
because
Tushita.
Mataji,
Of the Krishna.
Mataji,
Mataji,
because it's half good and half
Mataji.
bad, because being bad because you're jealous of Tushita, and good because it's not good at all, Mataji.
Mataji,
Okay. Yeah, Ryan.
Mataji. That means you're being like how Butter Mataji is attached like to the deer, kind of.
Okay. 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 So I'm thinking about Tushita, but I'm thinking all things as Girdhari said. I'm thinking about all in a jealous way, right? Like, oh, Tushita has this, I do not have it. Oh, Tushita has this, I do not have it, right? I'm not appreciating her. I'm not thinking in a positive way. And this is what the Lord is saying. Being completely absorbed in me. I have to be completely absorbed in the Lord, but in the positive way, because there are instances and there are examples and there have been stories wherein there were people who were thinking about Krishna. Every now and then they were thinking about Krishna. Who do you see in the picture over here?
Thumbs up, Mataji,
The
thumbs
evil
up,
pig.
Right?
thumbs
The
up.
evil demon.
Kamsa, even before the birth of the Lord. Imagine, he was so much absorbed into Krishna. But,
Kamsa
okay,
was really bad. He was thinking of Krishna in a very bad way.
yeah. So
But he was
we
still
have to
remembering
be,
Krishna.
Yeah, we have to be absorbed in Krishna. We have to be absorbed in Krishna. But
in a good way. We should be like
yeah,
eating,
in a
whenever we should be like in eating, we should be thinking of Krishna's pastime. Like, oh, whenever Krishna, the Rasa dance story, the gopis were dancing, like that we should be thinking.
yes. Krishna, do you want to say something?
No.
Okay. Yes, Sadhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, you want to recite
Hi.
shloka?
Okay, Mataji. Yeah. Yes, Sadhu. Go ahead.
Okay.
You need help or yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Manmana Baba Manmana.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Sadhu, I'm listening. Can you can recite with your mom?
Okay, చెప్పు. Manmana Baba Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mam Evai Shashi Evai Shashi Yuktaivam Atmanam Atmanam Mat Parayana. Thank you, Mataji.
Hari bol, Sadhu. Hari bol. Very nice. Very nice. Very
Hari
good. Thank you so much, Sadhu. Hari Krishna, Sadhu. Oh. Okay. So then, so
He
what
was
does the
just
Lord
laughing
say?
on purpose.
Sorry?
He was laughing on purpose.
He was feeling nice about it, right? Okay. So we have to think about the Lord, but we do not need to think in an envious way. We do not need to think in a jealous way, or we do not.
That is in an enemy way.
Yeah, so over here, Krishna, Kamsa, he was also thinking about Krishna. There was not a single time that he forgot Krishna. But he was always thinking, see, he had a big discussion with his people also. But then he was thinking about how to bring Krishna to Mathura and how to kill him or how to get rid of him. Okay. So,
Oppositely, I would think of Krishna and I would discuss of Krishna. I
yeah.
wouldn't think in a bad way like how Kamsa did.
Yes, yeah. So how we think is very, very important. Okay. Now, so anything, see, whatever is there in this world, everything comes from the Lord, right? Maybe it is the river, maybe it is the sky, the wind, everything. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Adi Leela, in the fifth chapter, it is mentioned that there is no difference in Krishna, the Supreme Lord, himself and his body. Okay, so when you are serving the Lord, if suppose somebody does not have the Vigraha of Krishna, okay, somebody does not have the Murti of Krishna at home, what do? They might have a photo which is kept and they will be worshipping.
A photo is
Some
still the same thing as a deity until and unless you're worshipping it.
Yes. So whatever it is, you're still worshipping the Lord in with the same faith, with the same thought, right? Because Krishna's roop, his naam are not different. It is the same. And that is the reason what do? We chant as well, right? And when you're chanting, you are chanting the holy names of the Lord. And the Lord
And
says
Mataji,
that the
remember
name,
the activity that you told us to do to use the little hand?
yes, we're coming to
Yeah,
it.
I was doing that one day.
Very nice. So it should become a small practice for you all, okay? As in when you remember, just think that when you're chanting, you are chanting on the or you are touching the holy feet of the Lord, and then you're moving ahead. And then you might be so pleased with yourself that you have been touching the feet of the Lord for so many times. Okay. So as we move ahead, okay, how to think about the Lord? We completed this part, right?
We
Okay.
should think about the Lord in a kind way, and in a devotional way, and in a bhakti way, and then in a Krishna consciousness way.
Yeah. Krishnalina, do you want to read this out?
Sure, Mataji. That kind of thinking will not help us. One should be thinking of Krishna in devotional love. This is bhakti. One should cultivate the knowledge of Krishna continuously.
Yes, very good, Krishna, continuously. Okay, and then what is the process is also given over here, that there are so many temples which are built. So then what do we do is you offer your devotional services to it wherever there is needed. Now, devotional service again does not mean preference, okay? See, when you go to the temple, now I want everybody to think about it, okay? When you go to the temple, as you enter the temple, there is the first place is that you need to keep your footwear over there, right? Now, sometimes it might be just that the footwear stands are there, you keep your shoes over there and move ahead. But in some places, there is like there are people who are standing over there to do the service. They do not hesitate to to take the bag. Like, suppose that in some temples, there are bags which are kept. You keep your footwear in that, and then that bag will be put onto a certain number, and the token will be given to you. So, there is when you mean service. Service does not only mean that you are entering into the pujari room, you are entering into the temple, and then being able to do some service. Service means any service which is there, which will help to devotees to take the darshan of the Lord in a very good way. That will become your devotional service. You're doing something for the pleasure of the Lord. Yes, Subhadra
Even
Girdhari.
distributing is a service.
Sorry.
Even distributing books is a service.
Yes. Subhadra Girdhari, you want to say something?
Yes, Mataji. So Mataji, like Balavrinda said that that is also like book distribution like is like a part of a service to Krishna, because in books Krishna manifests in many different ways. So
Right.
Krishna manifests in books like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So we had to always read and always be in his devotional service.
Yes, thinking about him in a positive way, right? So
And
see what is
also
the process?
Chaitanya Leela like that.
Right.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya manifested Chaitanya Leela, so wait, I mean not Chaitanya Leela, I don't know.
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the book. So that
Yeah,
he manifested that book. So that's also good.
right. Ryan, you wanted to say something, and I really appreciate Ryan that you have been waiting patiently, raising your
Mataji, I
hand.
don't want to say anything.
Why you? I saw that you had raised your hand.
Wait, no, my hand was low down the whole time.
Okay. Okay, I lowered down everybody's hand now, but
It
I
was
was
there for a really long time.
I see it. Wait, yeah, it is down.
okay. I raised it down. Okay, I lowered it down. Okay, one should lower his head before the deity. You remember how this photo we had? That when you're paying your obeisances, it's not like, okay, you just, in some places they will be like, okay, they'll just bend down, they'll take they will just do it in in a shortcut way. So see to it that you are offering your Danvat Pranam whenever you go. One should lower his head before the deity and engage his mind, his body, and activities, everything that will make one fully absorbed in Krishna without deviation. Without deviation, that means you'll be only devoted towards the Lord. And this will help to make our way back to Godhead in a very positive way. Okay. So and that is what's written over here in the translation. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, become a devotee, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Become being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. So this is the assurance, or this is the, what do you say? Uh, the Lord has given us this full assurance, a full guarantee. When you take some any washing machine or any equipment, what happens is you ask them, right, that what's the guarantee period or how much warranty does this thing have, isn't it? And then suppose if anything goes wrong between that tenure, then you can go and ask those people to repair it for without any charges or whatsoever there is. So this is what the guarantee which the Lord is giving, that if you are doing all this process, you will surely come to me, right? We saw about in last series about Ramayana, we saw about Shabri, right? So Shabri, she was waiting for such a long time only to have the
Somebody is
audience
a
of the
very
Lord.
good lesson. She's a nice and patient person.
Yes. So then Shabri was waiting for such a long time and she was doing all the devotional services. So she did not say, oh, I'm doing for this whole year. There is nobody coming. Now I do not know. Yesterday only I watered all the plant. Now today I'm not going to do it. She did not say it that way, right? Every day was a new day for her and every day she waited for the Lord. So that should be our devotion which is there. And only then what will happen? Our ticket back to Godhead will be out soon,
She
isn't it?
definitely, she definitely went back to Krishna.
Yeah, they were the associates of the Lord, right?
Yeah,
They just came on.
Rama and Lakshman were in front of her, so she definitely went back.
Yes. Okay. So anybody has any query over here? Anybody wants to say
I
something?
want to say something, Mataji. You said we will talk about Shavaram and that thing, right?
What did I
Remember
say?
it? I wanted to say in Shavaram, I hear sometimes whenever I come back from school, whenever I'm
Oh
really,
yeah. I told you all that you will have, yeah, you're going to
yeah,
think about,
I hear like stories, like moral stories about like I like about Krishna, and I also hear some lectures about Krishna. Sometimes in the morning, whenever I'm chatting, I sometimes hear a little bit of the class. So, and I'm like, whenever I hear the parts that I hear are very interesting. I don't know why.
okay. So now Balvrinda has told about her. So like how can you use your I want Ryan, Subhadra Girdhari, Krishna, Nena, everybody to think about it, okay? So in your day to day, as we say that all these devotional services, the nine processes are very important. So how do we use it or how do we do it in our day to day life? What are the ways? Any two or three ways how which you feel, Tushita, I want you all to speak up, okay? How in any two, three ways which you feel that you are able to do this in your daytime and try to see to it that all the nine processes, if you can do it in a day, how will you do it now? Because you're going to school as well, right? I told you, you cannot sit down from school and say, okay, I'm going to chant, I'm going to do all the nine devotional services today. And you cannot sit home. So, what do you think, or how do you think will be a right way for school going kids to apply this nine process of devotional service in their daily activity?
Yes, Mataji, it's good for them.
Yeah, so how
Yes,
will you do it?
Mataji.
How will you do it? I'm asking. What will you
I
do?
already
Now,
said
suppose
it,
Krishna
mine.
and yeah, Vrinda has said about her. Subhadra and Girdhari. Krishna Nena, can you tell me how do you think in any one or two ways? You think about it. Tushita has raised hand. I'll ask Tushita. Yes, Tushita.
I'll do Shravanam when I'm eating food. Like, I sometimes listen to lectures when I'm eating food.
Very good.
And Kirtanam, I do it like after we do the aarti, me and my mom and dad do kirtan.
Very good. Are we chanting?
Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't have time.
Okay. So whenever
Mataji,
you
can I share my Kirtanam?
wait, we'll have everybody else to say. Okay, there are many raised hands. And when suppose and okay, then we have Girdhari, Subhadra Girdhari. Thank you, Tushita.
So Mataji, for us students, when we go to school, we need to balance our spiritual things and what we do. And I always chant the holy names of Krishna. I always think about Krishna at school. So like I tell him to give me intelligence so I can do my class
Okay.
for my
Yes.
like school. And I'm doing kirtanam and smaranam together, and I do padasevanam. So like when it's nighttime, I put Krishna to sleep and then I go to bed by myself.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right? So we might say that, oh, that for during the when we are bomb, or when somebody in the in your home is doing something about the Lord, I'm in the school. So what this you can do is Padasevanam is what? You can take your Bal Krishna and then you can put him to sleep. Or else maybe at least you can do the Manas Puja, that you're thinking about Krishna, you're massaging his feet because he's been standing for the whole day. You put on some, like it might not be that you can do it always, but then at least in your mind also you can think that you're applying oil on the Lord's feet, and then you're pressing his feet because he's been waiting for a whole day, right? So these are all the ways by which you can remember the Lord. Okay, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, in all these modes you can, yes,
Can I share my Kirtanam, Smaranam, and Padasevanam? It's
yeah, go
gonna
ahead.
So my Kirtanam is I chant eight rounds on weekdays and 6 rounds. I chanted 6 rounds today. I chant 6 rounds on weekdays, and I also sometimes do kirtan. And Smaranam, I remember the God, Krishna at school. Sometimes my mom said sometimes walk at recess and chant Hare Krishna's name. So I chant Krishna's name outside at recess.
Now,
On Severam, I some so I in the sometimes after I come back from the school, whenever it's special festivals, I sometimes change the deities clothes. I mean,
yes,
my
yes.
dolls. I don't change their clothes, but I just clean them and I put them back in the altar. And for the festival, I just accordingly decorate the altar. So for Rama festival, I put Rama, Sita, and Hanuman and Lakshman in front of my altar, and I put Rama some jewelry, and I have a flag from Guru Maharaj's thing, and on the flag I put Rama Ki Jai.
Very
Ayodhya
good.
opening.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. So these are all the ways by which you can remember the Lord. Like suppose, like if suppose your mom or dad is dropping you to school, or maybe you're taking a school bus. See to it that every day at least you're reciting any two verses. Okay. Suppose now you think about it, okay, today is Monday, so 15th chapter 1 to 5 verse. I'll be reciting that and those when I'm on my way to school, right? Or else maybe you can think about a small bhajan. You can have it play on the phone or in the car. And then when you're going to school, you can remember that, or you can just hear to it. So these are all the different ways by which you can start remembering the Lord. Okay? Everybody okay with it?
Yes, Mataji.
Understood? Okay. So I think it's getting late for you all. We'll end the call here and wish you a very good night because it's going to be night
Mataji,
for you.
today's Groundhog Day.
Oh, is it? So now
Yeah.
the groundhog is going to
We
tell
did
you
an
about.
activity about a ground. We did, and we did an
We don't
activity of
focus
a
on
groundhog.
groundhogs. We focus on studies. In my class, I'm in third grade, so I focus on studies. We don't care about special festivities like
Same
groundhog.
here, Mataji.
No, that's okay because if those days are there, you should at least know what the importance of that days, right? So Ryan,
Yeah,
what did the groundhog say?
well,
Did
Groundhog
he
Day.
say that it?
What is Groundhog Day? I don't know that.
Okay,
Mataji,
Ryan.
actually, why they call it Groundhog Day? It's because there's like a state where groundhogs live, and I don't know where it is.
I don't know. I don't know. I celebrated in second grade.
And that
Yeah.
and that and it and that and in the groundhog that everyone might be seen on video is that someone is holding a groundhog and that name is
Basically
Phil.
celebrated in Washington, D.C. That's the place where they mostly celebrated in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania,
so
Washington, D.C. Kind of like
yeah,
there.
so when the grandma comes out and if he's looking in a specific
If
direction,
he sees
then
his shadow,
yes,
he knows is that it. And I think spring is is
it's going to
spring
be, yeah.
coming
So if he sees
early.
the shadow, yeah, if he sees the shadow, that means there will be early summer or the spring is about to come. And if he's not able
But
to see
that's not
shadow,
true, Mataji. We don't believe that Krishna makes
I
it.
know, I'm just telling you about
Yeah,
the
Mataji,
day.
my teacher said,
Because
nah, it's
every day,
fake. We don't. The groundhog doesn't do it. It's actually scientists.
I
She
know,
said.
yes, every day has some importance, right? Due to some reasons that these days were celebrated. So it's okay. It's okay. We are not going to go into the truth or the fact over here, but just these days are celebrated so that there might be some assurance to some of the people that oh the winters are, because in some places now, at least for you all, like it's nice sunny or you feel good, but then in some places it becomes a lot depressing when the sun is not out, or when you're not able to meet friends, you're not able to go out. It becomes in the cold countries,
But
winters are a
Mataji, it's
lot.
raining right now here. It's
One
gonna
second,
rain tomorrow.
we'll just complete what we are saying, okay? And then I'll let you speak. So, in some places, it becomes that it's very lonely, or it becomes that they feel a lot sad when they are the winters are they just want to avoid winters. Okay, so these days when the groundhog comes out, it becomes a little bit celebration for them. So every festival or every important day which is there has some significance to it. And there are so many people who are associated with it in some different ways, right? So let's not say that this is not a good idea. Whatever they are doing it as a tradition. So we'll just respect that tradition. Okay, so I'll end the call over here and we'll meet again next week. Vancha kalpatarupesha kripa sindhuva evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all the kids ki jai. Hari bol.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we'll end the call. Huh?